Hey, what's going on? This is your boy E. Jones. You watching From the Bottom to the Top.
Bottom to the Top Hoops, what we like to do is we like to basically put you on to what's going on. Creating highlight reels, what we are setting the platform up for. Kids that are not on the radar, where we can give them a look and get them a look. All right? And log on to that bottomtothetophoops.com.
A lot of kids back then, in the early 80s, 90s, 2000s early, they played a lot of tournament basketball. They had the citywide leagues, the Rucker League, the Boys League, the Biddy Basketball League, the LaGuardia House. You develop your play through playing through the experience. You was committed to your team.
For the most
Everybody,
part.
90% of kids stayed with their program.
I was with the Gauchos for 6 years.
Right. And you know what? But you also, you got a foundation.
And you had a sense of pride.
Right. And wearing that Gaucho bag. Wearing that Riverside bag.
And you knew.
Wearing that basketball Bronco bag. Wearing that Mustang bag. There were some kids who went, and that's going to happen. That's sports. That's just.
But it's not like the turnover.
But the turnover now is no one has no loyalty to one situation, and I think that's why the kids don't learn, because they know, all right, if Eric yells at me or Coach Dermon yells at me, okay, I'm gonna go play for Jeff, because Jeff ain't gonna yell at me or Jeff gonna baby me, because Dermon wants to discipline me, and it's missing. The discipline is missing, the structure is missing, especially in the high school level. That because there's not a lot of sponsors to help these kids along the way, people are now using that as, if you don't do A, you don't get B. It shouldn't be that way. Right, leverage.
Dermon, we're gonna fast forward.
Okay.
You did some amazing thing at Riverside.
Yes.
You were able to win some national championships.
Yes.
You coached numerous pros.
Yes.
How many? You have a count?
I right now, me personally, in my 32 years of coaching, 32 years of coaching right now, I've helped develop, teach, mold 23 NBA players.
Wow. Hundreds
of college players with over 100, at least 100 overseas players. If the player didn't make it till the pro, he played overseas.
Wow.
And I could sleep at night knowing that my impact, my time investment.
It's still happening.
It's still happening. It's still happening. Yes, it is.
So now you developed at Riverside.
Yes.
You're doing your thing, and I'm pretty sure you did some other things in between there, right?
Yes.
You're coaching, you know, people, all-star games, traveling, you know, local stuff. It's all kind of stuff. Oh, coach my team at 55th. Right? I
had that going on. North Fulton got
man, son. You talk about something now, Thurn.
Yeah, he just say, Dermon, man, you know, can you make sure I get some of the church players, the young boys, right? My man Mousy, and he started with Eric Barkley and those guys, and I helped him with those guys, and he started 55th Street with Mousy All-Stars, Dream Team. He had Reem and E. Bark. He had those guys, and then, you know, I was best friends with Juan, who was at Rock Nation, and Jay.
Man.
Those guys got played for me. You know, they grew up. You know,
you servicing everybody.
I was, I had my hands in a little bit of pop, but I was, I was more about with the kids. I wanted to develop. My biggest thing in life was I think my calling was developing kids, developing people. You know. So.
How'd you transition into college?
Interesting story. So we win 6 national championships. Everywhere we went, we won. Mr. Lewis got a call from Lou Carnesecco saying, listen, Fran Fasella, the coach at St. John's, wants me to reach out to you because Mr. Lewis had a relationship with St. John's. That was his home school. He supported St. John's.
Oh, man, big time.
Besides Lou Carnesecco, his other best friend was Dean Smith. That was his 2 favorite programs. His 2 guys. He had a lot of relations with 4 of them, and there was a special place for Lou Carnesecco and Dean Smith. It was a special place with those guys. And he said, of course I'm retired, but St. John's is our school, and Ronnie Rutledge is, my 23-year assistant's gonna retire, and we'd like to see how you feel about us talking to Dermon Player. He goes, you gonna take my coach away from me? He goes, yeah. He goes, where you feel? He goes, he's ready. So
How old were you?
I was 27. 27 years old.
Okay.
27 years old. So Lord says to me, calls me up to his office. You know, he was a corporate lawyer. Called me out to the office and said, Dermon, I have to speak to you. He said, how would you feel about, leaving Riverside Church? I said, no, are you firing me? I'm thinking he's gonna fire me.
Right.
He goes, no, I would never fire you. Hopefully one day you take over this program, but there's an opportunity for you maybe to go out of college. I said, college?
So this wasn't on your radar?
No, this wasn't on my radar. This was nothing I thought about. He said, but the beauty of it is you can go back to school, which is the most important thing that I would like to see you achieve, finishing school.
So had Mr. Lorch had a precursor conversation with them, the fact that you did not have your degree?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yes. And it was like...
True mentorship.
True mentorship. He was like, listen, this guy's special. I think you guys should talk to him. He said, let me talk to him first so I can kind of pep him so he don't be thinking that.
Right.
Like that. And I hesitated for like a week. He like, Dermon, you gotta take this job.
What was your trepidation about leaving and going there? Was it any nervousness?
No, what it was it's the same thing like in 1994, I also worked at Rice High School.
Okay.
I worked at Riverside Church. Lou DeMello had a assistant coach named Bobby Gonzalez who got the job.
Gonzo.
Problems with Pete Gillen, Xavier Pete Gillen. Lou DeMello came and said, Dermon, Gonzalez is leaving. I'd love to have a guy like your stature to come over and assist me at Rice. I said, sure. So I took him. I said, yeah, that'd be good. Go to high school basketball, get the feet wet that. I went to Rice High School, Felipe Lopez senior year. We won the city and the state championship. He's the number one player in the country.
You was fish grease, sir.
I was. It was like, wow. I stepped in right into a championship.
Yeah, you had a golden touch. You went in state championship.
Yeah, I won state championship at Rice. I mean, I helped build a lot of programs and build a lot of teams. So Lou says to me, so I'm there from 94 to 98. We won 3 cities. We lost 1 state, and it was great. Lou leaves to go be the head coach at Concordia College.
Okay.
Rice offers me the job. I take the job. At the time, Gary DeShiza is the head of the Catholic High School League. He says, oh, it's a rule. You can't be a head coach at high school and coach AAU. And I said, well, when did that rule come into effect? I'm just coaching kids now. I didn't.
Right.
And he said, so the school's like, well, you can't coach Riverside. I'm like, but that's me. I am AAU. I'm club basketball.
Right.
I'd rather have effect on 30 kids than 12 kids because I think this is what I'm.
So you were offered the Rice job, but you had to refuse it because of where your heart was.
So I said, okay, I have a deal for you. I went, at that time I was working at Riverbank State Park as a deputy assistant director with the sports program. I was working with Mo Hicks. He was the coach at Rice High School. We were working together at Riverbank State Park. I said, Mo, listen, I got the job at Rice. I'm not going to take it because I'm not going to leave Riverside. I love doing that. Tell him listen to me. Just keep me on as assistant. We'll get the players, but you take the job. Leave Rice. Mo was a graduate at Rice, so it was an easier fit. Mo interviews, get the job.
And he was doing well at Brandeis.
Right, he's doing very well. Yeah, Corey Wright, they just won the championship up there.
Yeah, my man, Kenny Archibald.
They was rolling up there.
Yeah.
And him
God bless
Albert. He had Doug Haynes was assistant coach. They was lifelong buddy, grew up together. He takes the job there. We go to Rice. We win that second year. Now we rolling.
So let's just be clear.
Yes.
And Mo, I'm waiting for you to call me back.
Mo Hicks calling back.
That's right. The big homie said so. So you helped Mo Hicks get that job.
Get the job at Rice High School, yes.
Okay.
We rolled for 4 years there.
Okay.
Now later on, as I turned down the story with St. John's is, they offered me the job at St. John's. Fran Frisella is the coach. Juan Willis retires. The week I'm going to take the job, Fran Frisella gets fired. I'm like, are you kidding me? Fran Frisella gets fired.
And you already left Rice?
I didn't leave. I was on the verge of leaving Rice.
Okay.
That September.
So let me just be clear. You coached at Rice for 8 years?
4 years.
Okay.
4 years. I went back and did 2 more years in between, but I did 4 years at Rice, 1994 to 1998.
Okay, gotcha.
4 years.
Gotcha.
So, and we went 94, 96, 98, and then I left. I'm like, Mr. Lewis, He said, don't worry, they're going to keep a spot for you.
Because of Conseca.
Right, you got a second. So they hired Mike Jarvis. Now go interview with Mike Jarvis. 3-hour interview with this guy. Like, I'm like, I thought I had the job. I'm gonna interview with the guy with the job.
Right. I'm tired.
Yeah, it turned out that I was interviewing him. He got the job as the head coach of St. John's. I asked him questions about how's he gonna structure, how's he gonna recruit.
Because you're the New York guy with all the players.
All the players. Problem was, that year, they were only allowing 2 coaches to go out and recruit. I was the third, I was the restricted coach. His son and Kevin Clark was the 4-time coaches. I was the third assistant, not allowed to go recruit. So I was lost for 2 years of not being able to go out with.
So you took the job.
Took the job to go back to school.
Okay.
Took the job, good pay.
Of course.
Took the job, hoping, Let
me ask you a question. You get there your first year.
Yes.
Is it too late to bring kids in at this time, or do you bring in kids the first year?
I bring Eric Barkley, Anthony Double with me.
Yo, St. John's. Pay respect to my man. So you bring
Eric Barkley and Anthony Glover.
With 2 standouts, 1 NBA player.
Exactly.
Okay. That's the team that made it to the Elite 8, wasn't it?
Exactly. We were 1 basket. We were 1 basket.
I watched the game, Dom. You don't gotta tell me. I'm a St. John's fan.
We were 1 basket away from being in the Final Four.
I go back.
This would be a different type of interview right now. You know that, right? This would be a different type of interview right now. You'd be interviewing a head coach of my college right now. I'm 1 basket away from being in Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
We lose to Ohio State. We had just beat Indiana. We just embarrassed Indiana, Bobby Knight. We gave them the worst loss in Bobby Knight's history in NCAA. We beat them by 36 points.
Wow.
That team was
had a different kind of. So,
but it was the name of that team was Riverside Church. You know that, right?
Ron Artest, Reggie Jesse.
Yes.
Eric Barkley.
Yes.
Tyrone Grant.
Yes.
Well, that's 4 Riverside guys right there.
Anthony Glover. But Glover was on the team at the time because he was redshirting. He had the redshirt, but Glover had the redshirt his first year because he was the pop 48.
But Glove was on that team.
He was on the team.
My man Glove, big shout out. So, y'all 1 basket away from the Final Four.
Yes.
So, what year is this at St. John's for you?
2000. So this is my 3rd year.
This is your 3rd year. So now you bringing in.
3rd year. 1, 2, 2nd year. 2nd year going 3rd year. And now 2000.
You're bringing in players.
Yes.
St. John's is back relevant.
Yes.
Because one thing about it is St. John's, we know that St. John's, I know.
Right.
I'm talking Walter Berry. Mark Jackson. I'm talking Mike Moses. I'm talking Bill Wennington. Chris Mullen goes without saying.
Right.
But I'm Ron Stewart. I got.
But a good one.
Willie Glass, Shelton Jones. These are guys. These are New York guys who stayed home. Played. That was a thing.
Right.
It was pride.
Come on, David Kane. We had.
Come on, man. I'm getting excited.
Yes.
You can see, right?
Yes.
I don't usually get excited on these interviews.
It's okay.
But
I've been like the best of people. You know that, right? Amen to that.
Yes. So anyway, now you. How many years did you coach at St. John's?
I coached at St. John's from 1990 to 1998. Mike Jarvis got fired. I mean, I'm sorry, 1998 to 2004.
Okay.
6 years. Mike Jarvis got fired. There was some difference between him and the president of the school.
Okay.
They bring in Norm Roberts.
Okay.
Who was assistant coach, I think, at Kansas at the time, I think. He was assistant coach at the job. He used to be a head coach at Queens College. Yeah, class guy.
Yeah.
Didn't keep me on because there was a semi sort of scandal at the time at St. John's.
I remember.
Where the guys
and Norm was brought in to clean it up.
Right, clean up. Right.
And in fairness,
it was a black eye to the program, but it wasn't as bad as people thought because the story never came out clearly how it should have came out.
And at the end of the day, Derm, this is one thing that people need to understand too. Brings you into Riverside Church.
Yes.
The first thing you got to do is assess.
Yes.
The second thing is you want to bring in your people that you feel comfortable with and you trust.
Yes.
Because you want to move in the direction you're trying to move in.
Exactly.
So it was no disrespect to you.
No, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not. Me and Norm Roberts are good friends. I understand that it's a business. College is a business.
It is.
And I respected that, and I never had no qualms with Norm Roberts.
So
I'm a St. John's alumni, so I'm always going to support St. John's.
Right.
Even when I was coaching at Seton Hall, how funny is this? I was still pushing kids to St. John's.
So let's leave our omit that.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit that because it's true. Because you know what? Because I knew there were certain kids who wouldn't come to Seton Hall because they were New York because they love St. John's.
Okay.
And when they asked me honestly, of course I tried to go to
I
Seton Hall.
respect the transparency.
I respect I tried to recruit the kids to Seton Hall. But I said, look, if you never come to Seton Hall, then stay home and play home.
So you leave St. John's.
Yes.
You go right to Seton Hall after?
No. I become an athletic director at Wiley High School, where Carlton Papa Screen left to go to be an assistant coach.
Did you finish at St. John's?
I finished my degree at St. John's.
Okay. What's your degree in?
Business management and sports management.
Okay.
A double degree.
So now you go to Wadley.
I go to Wadley as a head coach for the varsity basketball team. I become the athletic director there. I don't get the job as the head coach because of teaching the school. My Crump wanted the job.
Okay.
He's a science teacher.
Okay.
He wanted getting the job over me, so they made me the athletic director.
Okay.
At the same time, I became a scout, an NBA regional scout for the Charlotte Bobcats. God bless the dead Kenny Williams from Eggman.
Oh,
hired
man.
me to be a regional scout for the Charlotte Bobcats. That's how Kemba Walker got to Charlotte. I was scouting Kemba Walker for 2 years as a Charlotte Bobcat scout, and pushed Kemba Walker and started to draft him on draft night.
Wow. Always pumping New York.
Always pumping New York.
So how long did you stay at Wadley?
I stayed at Wadley for 2 years.
Okay. Leave Wadley.
Seton Hall.
Seton Hall.
Seton Hall University. Bobby Gonzalez, hand college coach, just won 2 match championships.
Circle, man.
Rice. Family.
Okay.
5-star golf thinkers, all one big.
I was just on here with Tom Kachowski the other day.
Yeah, I heard a great interview, by the way. Tom, mastermind. Remember every number, every player.
Oh, man.
Mastermind. I was out of mind like that. I got some history. I can't remember all those names like he remember.
Yeah.
He's sharp. Tom is sharp.
He is.
Tom sharp.
So you go to Seton Hall.
4 years.
4 years. You bring in players. Turn it around.
We doing well. Again, Bobby Gonzalez and the president didn't clashes. We had a black eye. We took too many risk plays at the time. Last year.
Okay.
That kind of cost us our position. So now I have another job at Seton Hall. Kevin Willis takes the job. He says he wants to hire me, but the school wants to clean house, and Kevin went out, still have a relationship, and he's like, Dermon, I would love to keep you on. Maybe one day we can work together, but the first year I got him. Yeah,
no leverage. He's coming from a lower level job. This is opportunity.
So he had to kind of clean house on that, and Kevin Willis, great guy.
Where you go from there, Tom?
I take 2 years off and I just work in the board of education. I'm doing subbing.
Not really coaching.
No. Then the year after that, I started a program called Metro Flyers.
You had some success with that too?
Yes. Metro Flyers. I started with Tyrone Grant, one of my former players.
Yep.
At France Louis Pierre, we started a program called Team First Last Metro Flyers. 6th grade.
Okay.
And to this day, those 6th graders are now seniors.
France going to, his son's going to...
So Josh Pierre is going to UNLV.
Yep.
Danny Rodriguez is going to FDU. And the other kids are starting to get their schools in order. So it was 12 kids and they're all doing well.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy to know that they're going to be also high school graduates going on to college, play ball and be success.
So now, fast forward, how does it come full circle? Because you're coaching at the Dwight School.
I'm at the Dwight School for 6 years. Where we won 3 private school championships. We haven't won the federations yet, but we won 3.
So you saying to me, Dermon, if I start a school tomorrow, I hire you, we're going to get some championships.
We're going to get some championships. Championships is in my DNA.
Yeah.
It comes with the territory.
Okay.
It's through experience.
Yeah.
It's through a certain type of culture. It's and it's also the right fit. Everything got to be a fit. Some people, you can go places and they're not the right fit.
Yeah.
If I could have did some things over, would I have? Yes, I would have did a couple of things over in my coaching career. But overall, I'm very successful and happy with what has been presented for me and had opportunities.
Yeah.
Like that.
So now, you do all of that. You go to Dwight School, city championships, try to get the fed. And I've been following Riverside Church. My man Mark Jerome. Tony Hargraves has been here.
Yep.
Majestic Map.
Yes.
And Riverside is a story program and
yes.
so significant to New York City and youth basketball. Just done a phenomenal job with all of the success on and off the court.
Yes.
So now, how do they approach you, attract you? What brings you back to Riverside?
One of my assistant coaches that I've been working together with named Andre Faison.
Okay.
I've been mentoring him and teaching him. He's one of my former players. Been teaching him, mentoring him as a coach, and he's been doing a good job with 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, and that's most of his kids now 8th grade. And he was approached by Castle.
Castle Athletics.
So what happened was last summer, when I didn't get the deal because of the FBI probe situation with Chris Williams and stuff.
Okay.
I took the 17-year-old team, Danny and Josh and those guys, and DeJohn Cook, and I grouped up with Brian from Sports U,
Yep.
and I said Andre went and took the 8th grade, 7th grade kids to Castle.
Okay.
So he's playing, he's doing well in the summer tournaments. I want to make sure these kids get the final looks in their last year go around. So I coached the Sports U 7 with Brian. Summer ends, Andre goes, Derm, just got a call from Riverside saying they would like to speak to me and you. I'm like, speak to me and you? Oh. So I called Tony Hawkins, Tony, what's up? He goes, oh, that's probably Danny. Danny's the middle school director. I'm the program director. So Danny was recruiting Andre Faison to come over to the middle school program. Andre, well, I can't do nothing without Dermon because that's my mentor, that's my guy. That's,
okay, respect to that.
Who keeps me going with this stuff. So we come and I meet with Tony and Danny, and then they say, all right, you sure you want to come here, Dermon? I said, yeah, let me come revamp Riverside. Because they have a very good middle school program, but the high school program wasn't on the elite level. It was more recreational, more like a pay for play, more for Division 3 level players.
Here's the thing about it, Derm, is and I've been following it, right? It's just the consistency of elite play had diminished.
Yes, it did. Yes, it has.
And with that being said, sometimes you're only as good as the resources. And what do you put first? The cart or the horse?
Right.
Does the church and the supporters get behind it first, and then you get the players, or do you get the players and start winning, and then they get behind it? Well, let's go get Derm because he's going to bring the players, and he's going to get us going, and we know his history. And now it makes sense.
Yes.
And not everybody has the leverage to be able to do something like that.
Right. I will say, and one thing you'll never hear me talk about what I've done. I let usually people talk about that. Everywhere I went, I have a major impact. My impact has always been growth, development, structure, discipline, and because I live by those 4 cores, it's resulted into success. Success meaning kids getting in schools, kids getting notoriety, kids winning. Kids developing the right habits.
Scholarship opportunities.
And if they develop the right habits, you would get anything you want out of life. The correct habits. The first thing I did when I got to Riverside, I started in November, was took over a 6th grade team. Coach left, took over a 6th grade team. And I immediately just took away all the habits that was not being taught or taught prior to that. Not by that coach, but
in life.
On time.
Right.
Number one figure.
Right.
Practice starts at 6:30. We don't walk in at 6:30.
Right.
I threw a kid out the first day of practice.
Yeah.
I loaded everybody right then.
You will notice.
Yeah.
So
I hold every kid accountable, whether you're the best player or you might be the 7th player. Your presence and your structure is going to be commitment all the way through. And I think that's missing in sports and in the circuit of basketball because of. Everybody wants instant gratification. No one wants to work in. I respect all these trainers, but I always say to trainers, teach. Don't train, teach. Don't train, teach.
So if I'm not mistaken, Dermon, and I'm a student of the game, you can teach a kid or show a kid how to do a crossover between the legs.
Yes.
But you also have to tell them why. You have to show them how. You just tell me to go between the legs and dribble through a cone, the cone's not going to move.
Absolutely.
So now I got to be able to go to the cone. Now I have to have live defense, and then I have to be able to use the correct move in the correct situation.
Absolutely.
So the why is missing.
Always missing. And if you ever came to one of my practices now, I got first time probably ever happened to me in my 30 year coaching. I'm coaching now a 7th grade team at Riverside, and I ran a 3-hour practice from 6 to 9 on a Saturday night. hold the kids up. We have a saying. I have a saying that I'm installing to every time I teach kids is, when a coach says something to you, your response is always, yes, coach, I want to get better.
Mm-hmm.
And first, yes, coach, I want to get better. No. Say it with a purpose, because if you don't believe that you want to get better, I can't teach you. I can't discipline you. I can't help you because you're not believing.
You're not bought in.
You're not bought into believing that you want to get better. If you want to get better, trust me. So I can trust you.
Yeah.
When the game comes.
Yeah. Because if not, you gonna be a halfway.
And then I said my biggest thing is I'm going to win because I know how to win. But my biggest thing is I'm developing you for high school. I'm taking a high school
life.
Right. Yeah, high school life. That's part, not just the basketball.
Yeah.
How to step into a high school and deal with a teacher. How to step into an environment where, as you 14, seeing an 18-year-old kid, the difference of what his 4 years was like and your 4 years is going to be like.
Yeah.
How to approach that professor, that lady, that guy, that coach. How to make a team with less skill. I'm teaching all that to these kids now because I think it's missing, because what happened is they watch these videos and they do all the air ones and the mixtapes and the overtimes and the border TVs. They put these kids out there and promote these kids as these hype players, but it's only 12 spots on the team.
Derm, this is what I'm gonna say, man. Just to put a bow on it. It's nothing wrong with giving a kid exposure.
Absolutely.
It's nothing wrong with being out there and showing what you can do. But you also have to keep it in perspective and understand that you can't put the cart before the horse.
Absolutely.
You can't sell me a $20 shirt for $80. And a lot of the times, there's some $20 shirts being sold for $80.
Absolutely.
And then when you go and put the shirt on, it don't feel like no $80 shirt.
No.
So,
gotta be fundamentally sound.
yeah. So Derm, I'm gonna change gears on you.
Sure.
Best player you ever coached?
Really?
I'm just. Hey, listen. Let me put the disclaimer on that. No disrespect to anybody in the history that Derm coached.
Absolutely, because every player I coached was the best player I ever coached.
Not being politically correct.
I'm not politically correct, but you know how many players I've impacted
Derm.
in their lives that, I mean.
All right, listen. Favorite player you coached then?
Favorite? It's a list of them.
Come on, Derm. You know what it is? When you come on, you just like, I'm gonna do this Derm's way.
No, I'm gonna do it your way. This is your show.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, is
okay. Favorite player.
My favorite player, I would say that I've had a tremendous love, impact. Probably would be Kareem Reed.
Wow, the best kept secret.
And the reason being because this kid came from the Bronx with a real tough lifestyle.
Big game Reed.
And there was nothing that this kid stole me in young life, along with Steph, JaVale, Sham, Cam, Mace. I mean, it's a list of. I mean, so when I start there, those kids believed in me, gave me the opportunity to really impact their lives, and they are successful because the values and cores that I was brought up with.
So you heard it, Reem. You Thurman's favorite. The best kept secret out in Arkansas. Yeah.
And right now, Kareem Reed started his own program. That's what he did.
Man. I know.
You would not believe what he did. It's probably my favorite. He started a new program named Young Life.
Wow, that's super dope. All right.
But the best team I think I ever coached.
Okay, that was my next question.
I'm sorry, I had it again.
Okay.
The team was 11 major Division I players on it.
Okay.
The lowest Division I player went to St. Bonaventures. That was Shandu McNeil.
Okay.
The team was Shandu McNeil, Charles Jones, who went to Rutgers, before he went to LIU.
Yep.
Sheldon Jefferson, who went to West Virginia. Jerry Stackhouse, who went to North Carolina.
Yep.
Kevin Simmons, who went to UNLV.
Big Cavs, my man.
Jamal Robinson, who went to
Virginia.
The big guy. What's Caboose Stewart there? Caboose Stewart went to UNC Irvine.
You went to UNLV too.
UNC Irvine, right? The 7. There was like 4 more.
Was now that was a little after
right.
the Donald Foyle, right?
Right, after Donald Foyle, right. That team was loaded. Loaded. We went to 7 national championships. Lost them all. And the Golden Hoops lost them all. BCI.
I gotta call
Slamming
Robinson, man.
Slam and Jam.
Yo, Sharon, what's going on?
Slam and Jam. We lost the biggest one with the Golden Hoops. Jamal Roberts, Jerry Stackhouse.
I was there for that Jerry Stackhouse.
Dan Earl hit a half-court 3 to beat me by 1. We was up 2. New Jersey Roadrunners upset the Gauchos. We were looking forward to playing the Gauchos. I think it was like we didn't play the Gauchos.
Right.
We played the Roadrunners. And they were good. They had a real good team. But Dan Earl hit a half-court 3-point shot. After Jamal Robertson hit a runner, we go up, tie game, we go up 2. They threw the ball inbound with 3 seconds to go. Dan Earl takes 1 dribble, straight net. And I'm like, oh my God.
This was after you already lost 6.
We already lost 6.
Hoops is at the end of the summer.
Right. But then, hold up though. No, we ain't finished. Maybe I lost 8. Because the next day, you know what we used to do? We used to go to Pro-Am, Washington, D.C. Us, D.C. Assault, 2 other teams, and play a major game in front of, at the Georgetown College Arena. We lost to Boo Williams at the buzzer. We lost 8.
You couldn't win for losing.
I couldn't win for losing. I left that Monday. I called up our travel agency, the church promise. I said, "Put me on a plane to Dominican Republic." First time I ever went there.
Right.
By myself.
Right.
And I'm going. She said, "Done." I said, "Just do it. Don't ask no questions. Set my hotel up. Set my room up. Set my flight up." I got on the plane. And I went there for 3 days. Ross calling me. Wait. And I apparently said, he said, "Where are you? I've been looking for you." He said, "I'm in Dominican." He said, "Yeah, I know.
I'm on the watch."
He said, Janice told me that service. That service. She told me. I'm like, I couldn't take it. I needed to just get.
You wasn't used to you losing. So let me just say this, Derm, man. For your contribution to the game and what you've meant to me personally and so many kids, much respect, appreciation, and love. And I think what we want to do is be able to teach, and I think this interview has done that. So in closing, man, anything else you want to share in terms of what you think might be beneficial to young coaches or
Yes, I want to be a coach. Go to a referee schooling. Learn the rules. Try to become a referee. So when you're yelling at referees, there's a meaning and a purpose behind that. What I learned after my second year at Riverside Church was, Mike McGuire said, "Derm, you're very efficient, but you could be more efficient if you understood the rules even better. Here's a rule book." I'm like, I'm not a referee, so no. If you know the rules better, you'll be a better coach. Those rules won me 3 games, 4 or 5 games a year, because the language that you use to referee makes them respect you more and will hear you more, give you the benefit of the doubt more when you're coaching. So I always tell coaches when you're coaching, learn the rules.
Right.
Nothing wrong with a referee class. You want to be a referee. Learn the rules. That will help you progress as a coach, knowing the rules, knowing the proper language that will affect the referee.
Referee language.
Next thing I would say is, don't be afraid to discipline kids. When you can't hold kids accountable, you're doing them a disservice, because you're not preparing them for what's going to really be happening to them. Because everybody's not going to make it to Division I. Everybody's not going to make it to the pros. But they do have a chance to get something out of basketball. Use it to help them mold to be good people. Because the more good people we mold, the better our society will be, the better our communities will be, the better the next generation of kids will come up being. But if we don't mold these kids the right way now, we're doing them a disservice.
Right.
As a coach, learn the rules, hold people accountable, and hold yourself accountable.
Right.
Do things the right way. Be an example, do things the right way. All right? Strive to be something more than just a club coach or AU coach. Strive to be a high school coach. Give back. Spend time in your communities. Spend time just doing things with kids that other than basketball, because what's happening is the boys definitely going to stop bouncing one day, and what are they going to do? Who are they going to look back to? Like, I can
take my job as an interviewer.
Hey, you know what? But you're still involved in the game of basketball. You can do scorekeeping. You can do refereeing.
Agent.
You can be an agent. Learn all the different types of things you can do and still be a part of the game of basketball. Basketball doesn't have to leave you. Even if you don't play it, you can still be part of it. You can still impact other people. You know, everybody got different ways, different directions of going. But as a coach, as a leader, the big thing I can tell anybody who start coaching is learn the rules. You'll be a better coach if you learn the rules. I want to start a referee academy for coaches, just for coaches.
We'll talk about that some more on the next one.
Okay, baby.
My man,
appreciate you.
Hey, listen, man, it's been an absolute pleasure. I've learned something, and you know, much success with Riverside.
Thank you.
And everything that you do.
Hey, you keep up the good work.
Thank you, man.
Keep giving the message out to the world, to the parents, because this is important that everybody sees where people came from, and they're gonna learn from people before them.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Dermon Player. You've been watching from the bottom to the top hoops. Good luck.